Hey everyone, welcome to AD Talks. We hope you enjoy the extension of our service. If you like the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So, let's move on to the video. A long time ago, there once lived a king and queen. Gave birth to a boy. They called him Prince Siddhartha, the light of Asia. The Buddha was born a prince of Shakya clan and was named Siddhartha Gautama. His father named King Shuddhodana, who was the king of Shakya clan, and his mother name was Queen Sri Mahamaya Devi. Unfortunately, Maya Devi died 7 days after the birth of Siddhartha. So, King Shuddhodana had a queen, Mahamaya's younger sister, Mahabhajapati Gautami. Gautami raised Prince Siddhartha. Later, the king took Gautami as his new queen. King Shuddhodana and Queen Mahabhajapati had a son and a daughter together. But the queen still loved and cared for Prince Siddhartha as if he were her own son. At birth of Siddhartha, some scholars predicted that he would grow up to become a great holy king or a great spiritual leader in the future. After listening to those scholars, King Shuddhodana got bitter worried. To protect Siddhartha from the sorrows of the world and to stop him from being a spiritual leader, he never allowed Siddhartha to step out of the palace gate. He also took care that Siddhartha never comes across the people outside the palace and their sufferings. He also provided Siddhartha with all those teachings that would help him to become a good king. When Siddhartha grew up and became a young man, king got him married to the princess Yashodhara. The king hoped that when he was married, Siddhartha would never want to leave home. After few years of their marriage, Yashodhara gave birth to a son whom they named Rahula. King Shuddhodana made every possible luxury available for Siddhartha. So, he did not earn for anything more he must earn. But Siddhartha was unhappy in the palace. One day, he decided that today he will step out of the palace and take a ride of his prosperous state. As per the decision, he left on his ride. In his 29 years of life, he stepped out of the palace for the first time. On his way, he came across an old man. The prince had never seen an old man before. He asked his servant Channa what is the reason behind this person's appearance. "This is an old man," said Channa. "We will all grow old one day, prince." The prince was very upset and went back to his palace. After a few days, Siddhartha went out again. This time he saw a very sick man who was crying out in pain. He again asked Channa about that ill person, and Siddhartha was unaware of this fact as well. A little ahead, they came across a funeral. Siddhartha again asked to Channa about it. Channa said that whoever takes birth in this world has to die one day. And lastly, they came across a sage. He wearing orange robes and carrying a ball in hand. The man looked very content. He asked the Channa, "Who's that man?" Channa said, "He is a sage who left everything and gone to the forest to seek happiness. Siddhartha thought over all the things he had seen. He then decided to leave home in search of happiness. And then that moment arrived of which the king was scared. Siddhartha was introduced to all the pains and sorrows of life. One night, while his wife and son Rahula were fast asleep, Siddhartha, along with his faithful servant Channa, quietly left the palace. They travelled together till they crossed the river Anoma. There, Siddhartha took off his royal robes and he gave his clothes and his horse to Channa. He then put on an orange robe, cut off his long hair, and set out with a bowl in hand. Siddhartha went from many sages and followed every advice and instruction given by them. But all this did not lead him anywhere. Then he found a big pipal tree near a river, now known as Bodhi tree, in Bodh Gaya, India. He decided that he would sit under that tree and not get up until he had found the truth of life. As the legend goes, the confused prince sat under that tree 49 days. After a reputed 49 days of meditation, at the age of 35, Gautama attained enlightenment and became known as the Buddha, or awakened one. Immediately after his awakening, the Buddha debated whether or not he should teach the Dhamma to others. In that time, the prince came to a number of profound realizations. One of those realizations was this, that life itself is a form of sufferings. The rich suffer because of their riches. The poor suffer because of their poverty. People without family suffer because they have no family. People with a family suffer because of their family. Some of sufferings is certainly more painful than other sufferings, but we all must suffer nonetheless. At the age of 80, between a pair of sala trees, the Buddha entered Nirvana. So, I'm gonna conclude here. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video useful, then please share it with your friends and family. I will come with another beautiful concept. Thank you.